Our next finalist, let's see if you can guess where they're from. It's called Marocaine Des E-Services. Wow. Are you Tariq or Nabil?
Tarek.
Tariq.
Yeah.
Tariq will be pitching for Marocaine
Des E-Services.
Des E-Services.
Yeah.
You ready, Tariq?
Yes.
Would you like them to give you a hand or no?
Well, I've spent the last couple of years pitching this crazy idea that my team now calls me Pitcho. So
You're the pitcher. Okay, so
no,
then
Pitcho.
Pitcho.
So, yeah.
Go ahead and pitch, Tariq.
All right. All right. I'm Tarek with the Marocaine Des E-Services. The problem that we're solving is something that all of us in Africa, Southeast Asia, Latin America know of: bureaucracy. We all hate it when we have to notarize every single document that we do. Sorry, the flipper. So I lived in the US for 10 years. I only notarized my signature twice. When I came back to Morocco, I found out that I have to do it every single time. So the top services that we have to have access to, we have to be physically present to get them. What this creates is a bad situation. We're all frustrated. Everything is manual. There is corruption. There is fraud. You have to be somebody to get good service. There is no equal access to these services. And the problem is societal trust. We don't trust the administration, and the administration doesn't trust us. And we try to solve this with an elegant solution. It's a bottom-up approach. No big government RFPs. This is city-level, plug-and-play solution. A biometric kiosk that is installed. Once the citizen that lives in that neighborhood is registered in that city, he has access to his mobile application where he can do all his transactions securely. Notarize, request anything without having to show up. We trace our output of the system with QR code. So that means that printing becomes optional. And any document we output can be verifiable instantaneously on this other side of the planet, thanks to blockchain technology and also Internet of Things. Our first country that we're conquering is Guinea-Conakry, okay? They're suffering from this as well. Our numbers look promising. Once we're done deploying in every city, we could top up at $39 million, and then we can plateau at $10 million a year. Our ambitious plan for Africa is to reach 100 million users, okay? In 25 countries, if each user uses our service just once, in less than $1 fee, we're looking at a $100 million company. We create a win-win situation. Everybody wins. Our solution is free. We don't sell it to governments, so we don't get into RFPs and messy situations. We have 10 years doing eGov solutions in Africa. We know how it goes. So there's no cost of acquisition. It's the citizen who pays us per transaction. So if I ask you, are you willing to pay less than $1 to not show up? There you go. So the agent who's used to corruption, we make up for it. So he doesn't resist, and he's encouraged to use the technology. So he gets a percentage. This is our plan developed by Endeavor, and our real competition is time to market. Our real competitive advantage is we spent 2 years developing this. We won so many innovation awards. We're a proud Endeavor entrepreneur. And our plan, our long-term plans in 10 years is, there you go. Got it.
Pretty close. Jury.
So, I know you said that, the governments don't have to pay for this, but they're going to be sharing very sensitive information with you. So how have you tackled that issue of data security, getting them comfortable that you are the right party to deal with on these sensitive matters?
Okay. I forgot to mention that we have 3 signed contracts already with 3 governments, and we're negotiating 4 of them. We have 2 types of governments. Government who hate the cloud, and governments who are for the cloud. Actually, they're not for the cloud. They don't have a choice. It costs them too much to build their own, okay? So the ones who are anti-cloud, we work with the Ministry of Interior. We come, we set up the racks, we set everything, cost them nothing, we operate it for them, and it's in a contract, okay? So they already do it. Now, governments all over Africa, when it's critical system, they don't do it in-house. They externalize it. So they're used to what we call, a prestataire in French, a consulting company doing the maintenance. But they're really touchy about the sovereignty of the data. So we're offering both options. Whatever makes them feel easy, we go with it. So.
What are your monthly revenues right now?
Right now, we have Fes in Morocco and Guinea-Conakry. So we're topping in the 2 cities that we're deployed in. Fes can go up to 50,000 transactions a day.
Historically, how much money did you make last month?
Yeah, in September.
Are we allowed to ask that?
We're still,
I think we are
We're
allowed.
still building traction. but we're averaging $100,000.
Okay, so you're
100,000
raising 25 million euros with no traction. Am I reading that correct?
Pardon?
You said you're seeking 25 million euros in funding?
25 million euros is to equip Morocco alone. Right now, we're seeking 10 to accelerate the 3 contracts because this is city-level contracts. We don't deal with federal government. We deal with every city because these services, they're at city level. They're not at government level. So,
What was the monthly revenue for last month?
100K.
100K.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 million's a little spicy, no?
It's crazy. What are you drinking, man?
Well,
Oh, I want some of that.
all right, okay. I'll tell you why. Morocco, 36 million people. 22 million are 16 years older. That means 26 million users. 22 million users. So these 22 million, if they're 16 or older, every month they have to use at least one of these services. Give you an example. I rent an apartment, I have to notarize the contract. I subscribe to school, I need 5 certified copies of my birth certificate. So every transaction I do, I have to go there.
Okay, so imagine you conquer Morocco. How replicable do you think that model is in other countries in the region?
100%. That's why we can cover 900 services, but we're focusing on 5 because these 5 services in all 3 continents we target, same thing. Notary, same thing. Copy certification, same thing. Birth certification, same thing. So this is 5 services that we're starting with because that's where the bread and butter is.
Would
All
you
right,
consider?
Tariq.
Okay.
Thank you.
What?